For years, players have argued over whether EA really profiles you, whether the game quietly studies how you play and uses that data to decide how your matches unfold. Most people dismissed it as conspiracy theory. They said there was no proof, but there is. EA's own patents describe systems that do exactly this. Technologies that use machine learning algorithms to determine the impact that a match plan for a multiplayer video game is likely to have on the retention for the individual users included in the match plan. Every time you load into a match, EA servers already know how likely you are to win and how that result will make you feel. They don't just predict your performance, they predict your reaction. Because in EA Sports FC 26, the goal isn't balance, it's engagement. The story starts when EA's data science teams began asking a new question: how do we stop players from quitting? In the company's own language, the system determines the predicted churn rate, or conversely retention rate, of a user waiting to play a video game for different matchups. That line alone shows what this was built for. Not fairness, retention. Engagement optimized matchmaking combines prediction models with matchmaking data. The patent explains that a system selects a set of users, determines a predicted retention value for the match plan based at least in part on the user interaction data, and initiates a playable instance of the video game using the match plan. In plain English, before you ever see a loading screen, the algorithm tests thousands of possible pairings and picks the one most likely to keep you playing. If you've lost several in a row, it can drop your opponent's strength to rebuild confidence. If you've been winning easily, it can raise the challenge curve to frustrate you, just enough to reignite interest. EA's patents go beyond simple matchmaking. They describe something closer to behavioural profiling. One filing states directly that the player profile management system may continuously monitor and extract player data, including a variety of player attributes, and merge player attributes across the data sources to construct a player profile. The same document lists the data it gathers. Player data may include any number of attributes: the browsing history of the player, purchase information, match histories, team histories, and or any other information about the player that may be collected. Another patent adds that a player profile may further include a numerical value or other metric representative of the player's overall player skill. Together, these quotes confirm that every player is tracked through a detailed, constantly updating behavioural record: skill, spending, activity, and even external browsing. This isn't just matchmaking, it's measurement. The game builds a live model of you, your skill, habits, and emotional thresholds, then uses that data to decide what experience will keep you most engaged. The patent's goal is clear: identify users to play a multiplayer video game together to create sets of matchmaking plans that increases player or user retention. It's a retention engine disguised as a fair play system. When a company can predict your frustration and design your next opponent accordingly, competition stops being competition. It becomes behavioural management. You start questioning yourself, your skill, your connection, your timing, even when your gameplay is fine. You tell yourself it's you, and that's exactly how the system keeps you in the loop. Because if you doubt yourself, you'll keep playing to prove you're better than the game thinks you are. For years, the idea that EA could profile players and shape match outcomes sounded like speculation. But their own documents now say it out loud. Machine learning, retention prediction, and player profiles designed to keep you engaged. So the next time a match feels off, when your team suddenly plays like strangers, then rebounds the following game, remember what EA's patents describe. It might not be coincidence. It might be engagement, optimized. The details we discuss here come from EA's publicly available patents and research papers, material that outlines how these engagement-optimized systems are designed and confirms that the technology exists, although EA have not publicly confirmed they're currently running live in any specific game. And purely in the interest of this channel's legal well-being, I'm duty-bound to say that distinction matters. Thanks for watching.